It took overtime, but the Heels got the stinking dub, man. Let's stinking talk about it. Huddle up.
You don't want none! You don't want none!
What's going on, Tar Heel Nation? It is your favorite North Carolinian, Ross, the Tar Heel. And in this huddle, man, we're going to talk about the 102. That's right, get your stinking biscuits tomorrow. To 96 win that the North Carolina Tar Heels got over the Boston College Golden Eagles in overtime. And what a stinking ball game, dude. What a ball game. I'm going to start things off before we get into the actual statistics in this game with saying this. Carolina came into this ball game 19.5-point favorites. Okay, back-to-back 1-point losses to Stanford at home, Wake Forest on the road, and we needed a W. That's understood you. We got the W. But this game against a team that was below 500, 1-7 in the conference at our house, took us to overtime, and we could not D up anyone. I have not seen such porous defense in a long stinking time, bro. And we didn't make any changes whatsoever until the end of the game, where Drake Powell ended up being just absolute menace guarding the stinking ball, on the inbounds pass. But for the rest of the game, man, it was just like Swiss cheese defense, getting to the stinking rack, knocking down stinking three balls galore with poor closeouts. I mean, look, guys, and I told you guys when I started this channel that I was going to keep it 100 with you guys. We got the W. Praise the stinking Lord. We got the W, man. But you simultaneously got to understand that giving up 96 points to that Boston College team that is not very good at all is a huge red flag, bro. It's a huge red flag, and something's got to change. Something's got to change, and it still boggles my mind just the entire game when Carolina goes 40 minutes, 45 minutes, and traps this many times. Just straight man-to-man, watching your guards get blown by, watching your stinking big men get dominated down low. Zero defensive changes. The only thing we see is a change in lineup. That's it. That is the culmination of the coaching changes. And me personally, from the outside looking in, look, I'm not making millions of dollars to coach the Heels, man. But I feel like it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see that your man-to-man defense, unfortunately, especially in this game, is not very good. So maybe switch it up just a little bit, man. Just a stinking little bit. Like last year when we would, run a full court press, or we would trap in the half court, man. I just don't know why we're not making those adjustments, man, even for a possession or two, just to switch it up. I don't know, man. Maybe that's just me. You guys let me know down in the comment section if I'm just like being over the top. But 96 points to Boston College. Goodness stinking gracious, dude. Let's go over here to the team stats first. Boston College shot 45, I wish it was 45%, 54.5% from the field, and 58.3% from beyond the arc. Now, Carolina also shot 55.6% from the field. Offense was pretty good, right? Scored 89 points in regulation. They shot 37.5% from three. That's actually not very bad considering what Carolina has done this year, especially coming off of the 8-32 game against the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. But to give up over 50 from the field and from three is just unstinking believable, bro. And like I said, why are we not changing things up? I don't get it, man. Carolina was plus 13 on the glass, which was great, right? It's been a while since we've been plus 13 on the glass. But BC had a couple of second chance opportunities in the very beginning stages of the game. I think they had 3 offensive boards in the first 4 minutes before that first TV timeout. And so, You know, like, we've got to stinking play better defense. Last year, I am fully convinced, bro, that the thing that changed this season was the fact that Carolina locked down on the defensive end. And I'm just not seeing that same effort, that same tenacity. I'm not seeing the same, the poise. I'm just not seeing it, man. And it's frustrating because I do believe that the offense is still decent enough to win a lot of these basketball games. But the defense is so bad. You can't give up 96 points, dude, against a lot of these teams and expect to come out on top. It's not going to stinking go your way, bro. Look at this stat line for the Eagles, man. Donald Hand Jr., leading scorer, averages 14 points a game. He scored 26 at our place. 5 for 8 from 3, 8 for 17 from the field, 43 minutes of play. Deion Brown, 20 points, right? 8 for 11 from the field, 4 of 5 from 3. Just lighting us up from stinking deep. Their big man, Jaden Hastings was the one that seemed like he was cooking us hard. 4 of 5 from the field, only 8 points. But then Chad Vinning had 17, 7 of 12. They were stinking feasting, bro. They were feasting, and I swear it felt like they could not miss, whether it was at the rim or it was stinking from deep, man. They just couldn't miss. And a lot of it had to do with Jay Wash. Just, he was getting toasted down there a little bit because he's a skinnier guy, not a lot of upper body strength. And then we had just atrocious closeouts on three-point shooters, man. To me, it was seriously poor effort. Poor effort defensively the entire stinking game. Poor effort defensively the entire stinking game until the very end, man. That's my brother. I have to call him back. But anyway, going down to Carolina, bro. Ian Jackson scored 19. RJ Davis scored 22. Seth Trimble had 18. EC had 13 double figures. Jay Wash had 18 himself. We had 5 Tar Heels, man, in double figures. That's huge. Ian, EC, Seth, RJ, and Jalen Washington, all in double figures. So that's big. That's obviously why Carolina scores 102 points in this basketball game and the additional 5 minutes, man. But one of the things that I will say is that the last 2 minutes and 10 seconds, Carolina held BC scoreless. And if I'm not mistaken, that's when Hastings left the game when he fouled out. It was around that time. So that was good for them to close out defensively in overtime. But just the fact that it got to that point is just unbelievable. And as I sit back in my chair and I muse on the future of this team, and I was actually just talking to Ryan Ivey. Shout out to Ryan Ivey, man. Really good dude, and really good to be able to call him on the phone and talk to him. But, we're talking about how Carolina, man, it doesn't matter who they're playing. If they're good or bad, it's going to be a very close game. And the question is how often can they win those one-possession games? I saw the statistic on the TV that said before this, Carolina was 5-4. 5-4 this year in one-possession games, which ties the record, I think, from 2010, 2011. And we still got, 11, 12 games to play in the regular season? So Carolina's 5-4. Now they're 6 it's not a one-possession game, so this doesn't count. But you get the drift. Is Carolina going to be able to, more often than not, win these close games? Because they're going to be in a ton of them, bro. It doesn't matter who they stink and play. And so you might as well go ahead and pop your ibuprofen before the game. If you need a muscle relaxer or something like that, get it before the game. I don't know what to tell you guys, dude, because this is going to be par for the course. And, 19.5 point favorites at the house, and we win by 6 in OT. It's crazy to me, man. It's crazy to me. And for all the individuals that are just, because there are some out there that are just, it's weird to me, Carolina fans that are just, they're in la la land, like, hey, everything is good. And when you're criticizing anything, whether it be, legitimate or not, there's this, the hostility towards you to a certain extent. It's like, I don't understand what some of these people are watching. and I don't understand when they became Carolina fans, but I'm here to tell you right now, my friend, 13-8 at UNC, that is not something to just get all stinking hot and bothered about. And some guys are just like looking the other way, and it boggles my stinking mind. So, like I said, man, Carolina gets the stinking W, 102-96 in OT. Thank the Lord they ended up getting another daggone conference win. But as far as, you know, my internal confidence in this team, didn't do anything for me, bro. If anything, it just like, you know, puts another line around that question mark that I have, because I don't know what to expect night in and night out. I just don't. You know, I really don't. Are we gonna be on this side of the fence, or are we gonna be on this side of the fence? Because we're going to straddle that fence. We're going to straddle that fence. And you know, it's just, you know, get ready for the stinking roller coaster, bro. Because here we stinking are. But anyway, you let me know what you think about this game down in the comment section. Tar Heel and Golden Eagle Nation. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to the channel, man. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me in the live stream. And obviously, win, lose, or draw, it's a great day to be a Tar Heel. But, you know, we can all rest a little bit easier momentarily that Carolina gets the W. So you take that for what it's worth, man. And love you, Tar Heel Nation, and we'll catch you on the next one, baby.